You're safe! Thank goodness! I rushed over as soon as I can hear tidings from Raha. Is it true? Beings claiming to be the 12 have appeared? Yep, pretty much. You defeated them all? Incredible! I have no doubt that you've been succeed, but I am less impressed for it.
Ha 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 ha! Seldom have felt such exhilaration!
To think that the day will have come that we put an act of our men. I must say, Bergot, you played the villain role to perfection. Come now, Master. I merely did what's necessary to compel the mortals to confront us.
Still, it pains me to speak of our beloved children so unkindly.
You say, Amzara, yet you seem unhappy to fight them. You did not forget the true purpose of the trial, I hope.
Well, I couldn't help but be excited. And do not tell me you felt differently. Consider yourself fortunate, children. It is rare indeed to see Naldahal in such high spirits. What in the world is
happening? Did you just say you defeated them? Did they just manage to flee? Or perhaps were resummoned? Put up your weapons! You have naught to fear from us.
Rest assured, we were not summoned beings. We do not drain the land of either, nor do we take men into. That's good to hear. Thank God for that.
But what of the gods who were summoned during the calamity? The ones Master Ludwig called forth to protect the realm.
That was not us, but a primer born of your favorite prayers of salvation.
Indeed, that the worst of the calamity was averted and the realm restored in its aftermath was a direct testament to the power of your hopes. If you aren't primals, then what are you? Do you truly intend to rule the world? Why choose to appear before us now? If you aren't primals, then what are you?
Just as men harbor hopes, so too do we gods. To realize our aspirations, it is essential that we battle with you. Thus I did falsely claim that we sought. There was deceitful conduct unworthy of a divinity, and I must apologize. Not only for that, but for my using my power to do harm.
What are you thinking, Krill? These hopes of yours, won't you tell us what they are?
We cannot. If you wish to know the truth, you must discover it for yourselves.
It is not easy to move forward when there is a seemingly no destination, but if you press on, you will eventually arrive at the answer you seek.
You will understand why we hold our peace, and far more besides. You will learn the very truth of our existence. Go forward, mortals, and seek knowledge of us, and when the time is right, we shall meet again in this place.
Well, that happened. Met the gods of this realm. Alright, let's talk to Krill. If as hearing about your battles, the 12 weren't shocking enough to have them appear before my very eyes, suffice to say it's been an interesting day. While much about them remains shrouded in mystery, at least they seem enough open to reason in considering our next step. I should very much like to hear your detailed account of them. Right after I have a word with our client, that is. Please give me a moment to introduce myself, and then we can review the situation. Nice! Alright, so I'll be continuing a drama dilemma right after I start editing all this in the background. Hi guys, this is Ravensleep45, and after a very long hiatus, mind you, I'm finally getting back in the groove of things to start recording more of the 24-man raid series for Endwalker. And of course, there is a particular armor I want to get from my warrior, but I have to queue as a tank in order to get the guarantees, so maybe after I finish this recording, I will start queuing as a tank because one, I am not confident enough to tank this without any prior knowledge of the fight, so I'm gonna be doing that off screen if I don't get it during my initial run for the raid series. So with that, let us talk to Krill here to do the chain quest in order to unlock the second raid. A divine dilemma. Greetings, I am Krill, of the students of the Bastion. Do you have the pleasure of addressing Dirk, the explorer who sought aid in investigating this place? And of course his trusty companion, Mr. Momo. I am Dirk, and this here is my baby Oppo Oppo. Pleasure to meet you, Miss Krill! Yes, I can see that. Does it have a name? Indeed it does. None that I know of, nor I will have pleasure to bestow one, for that would be condescending. But why condescending? I see. That's very considerate of you. So, I understand you explored the various phantom realms with Derek here. Would you re-encounter me the experience? Sure thing, Krill. For starters, we fought the 4 god deities, but they didn't appear to show any malice towards us, which begs the question, why did they fight us? So while the gods tested you solely, you do not sense any malice intent? As Beer God said, they wish to do battle with us. But it would seem they do not necessarily wish to harm us. I wonder why. Too much and more about these prefixes may have it safe to assume they are not primals. Probably not. As you may recall, Living Way once told us that the art of summoning as taught by the Asians incorporate the fervent desire to assimilate other into one's belief. Thus do the resulted primals seek to enthrall worshippers, who in turn seek to grow their ranks. But these beings appear to harbor no such desire. If they are primals, then they're unlike those we have summoned in recent memory. We might suppose that they are created in antiquity, like the manor of Heidelin, but there are no way to prove it. Who could they possibly be, and why do they desire to battle with man? Who and why indeed? Even of your little Eorza, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. Well, MXL did say we know little of our world to begin with. MXL did say that, didn't he? By which we may assume he knew the truth and challenge you to seek it out too. Suffice to say, you do so, of course. Insofar as we can ascertain, this is a matter which has implications for the entire star. Light of this, the student of the Bastion formally accepts the commission. We will investigate the Phantom Realm and begin to who call themselves the 12. I'm a pleasure to hear that. Thank you. Without further ado then, I will look around. There are a few things I am curious about. Then, with your permission, I will take myself around Eorza and investigate the worshipping of those gods we encountered. Arcturus, Derek, seeing as you're already in this place, would you care to accompany me? Sure, why not? It will be my pleasure. By all means. In which case, could you stay here with Creel, my friend? It would not do to leave a fair maiden alone. Okay. I will take that as a yes. I should be glad for the company. Take care then, and good luck. Alright, time to do some exploration. Alright, so Graha, what's the first place we're gonna be visiting? So, to explain my plan, it is believed that the 12 was already worshipped during the 3rd Astral Era, when the Allegan Empire flourished. Come to the 5th Astral Era, those nations that fought in the War of the Magi each took one of the 12 as a guardian deity. This practice was continued to the present day of Eorza, but with some notable religion differences. For instance, Ishgarian holds Halun as absolute, while the Sherlarian enjoy a moderate relationship with the Talik. By visiting various locations in Eorza and learning about the 12 as they have worshipped, I hope to identify any similarities and differences between them and the beings we encountered. In doing so, I believe we can draw closer to the truth of their identities. For our first destination, I suppose we can make ourselves the Ragnar's Reach. The place is a holy ground for worshippers of the Destroyer, and promise to yield useful details. Alright, first destination, Ragnar's Reach. Alright, so where in the hell we're going? I'm guessing we can just go all the way to the statue. Oh no, just in the intersection, alright. Well, never late than never, guys. There you are, Doris. This is a place served as the base of operation for your investigation into Omega, did it not? How delightful to be here together. If you don't mind making an observation, you would seem you're enjoying traveling with company. I do so. It is something I had dreams of a very long time. Especially since he was trapped into the Crystal Tower for God knows how long. There's nothing like traveling with good friends. I enjoy company, but sometimes I prefer my own. I'm gonna go with the first one. There's nothing like traveling with good friends. Is that so? What of yourself? Do you normally travel alone? In my wanderings, I much prefer to have solitude. Not that I avoid peoples or communities, mind you. As a matter of fact, I have been here before, on the trails of the Phantom Realm. I see. Now that I think of it, more often than not, those places where Phantom Realm sightings are known to occur by the tradition of the 12 worship. Then I dare hope that we are on the right track. Are you sure you know Ragnar's Reach is home of the 12 of the Fist and the ancient headquarters of the first Ragnar? Razings by the Mad King Tordric, the temple lay abandoned before the Alamegan resistance claimed it for its operations. While I have no doubt much literature have survived over the years, the people may have possessed some knowledge of the local fate. So let us split up and make inquiries and reconvene here after to share our findings. Sure, I'm pretty sure the local populace will be more than happy to devolve any findings for us. Alright, so we need to talk to the local people. Which is to say, it's like around here. Oh, if it isn't Notorious! Is this the man, perhaps a friend of yours? When he last visited, he shared with me the tales he heard on his journeys, and what amazing tales they were. If you have the time, I would love to hear the both of your stories. Alas, we're in some haste. We're investigating the worship of Ragnar, and seek literature on the subject, religious texts and the like. Can any still be found here? Just about any has gone, sadly, destroyed by the Empire, if not the Mad King before that. But we haven't lost anything. The might image of the Destroyer, the tales we share at the campfire, like the legend of our nation's founding. We still have those things, and they are the source of great comfort and strength to us in our darkest of hours, our darkest of moments. I see. If you don't mind, I will be obliged to hear your stories this time. Artorius, rest assured I have this well in hand. Feel free to carry on as you were. Alright. Okay, so I need to go up to the tome there. Alright. Interact with the monolith. You read the words inscribed in the monument. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hells open, heavens weep, for no one soul thought lies beyond the measure of his reach. Once upon a time, Lizzie explained to you their meaning, that they must prepare themselves for the strife and sorrow that will inevitably come. Alright. Now we just need to go one more place. Wow, that's far. Alright, after a long track, we're finally here. Mr. Scholarly Woman. Not too close. Yes, if you have business, please make it quick. I am due to meet with someone at any moment now. Forgive me, my delay. Oh, I should have gave like a female voice. Why, if it isn't the adventure, you'll kindly escort me to the Temple of the Fist. Are you studying the monks too, perchance? If so, you ought to work together with me and my colleague here. Few things are finer than joining heads with like-minded folk. Well, I do love to join the little group, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here for any information regarding Rhalgr the Destroyer. Researching the worship of the Destroyer, you say? Why didn't you mention it sooner? This is a copy of the Destructivity, a sculpture of the first Rhalgr. The original is one of the few texts that survived the temple razing and was recovered by a monk named Rhalgr. Rhalgr. I was calling him Wida for short. I went into the trouble of having this made for my colleague here, only for her to say she doesn't need it. So I will offer to you instead. Lest you forget, this is your passion, not mine. I'm simply assisting you as a favor, and I thank you not to put us in danger. Ah, but the danger is crucible in which the monk tempers body and mind. Ah, so sublime. Monks. Oh, brother. Well, we best return to our work. Till next time, adventure. Well, see you next time. Thank you guys for watching this recording session on Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, the Myth of the Realms Alliance Raid questline. If you have any comments, you can put them down below the video as well. If you like this video, please click the like button, it's very much appreciated. And if you're curious on whatever new videos are coming to my channel, you can probably give it a look. And if you like the content that are going there, you can probably subscribe. If not, that is alright, but if you're going to, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified for future upcoming content that are eventually being uploaded there as soon as we speak. And as per always, I have 3 projects which are currently ongoing, which are Final Fantasy XIV Raid, Trial, MCQ Rockets, Job Good Minutes Rounds, or anything that are related to 14 related. Secondly will be FGO NA for Lost Build 1 to 5 and eventually 6 because it's coming out soon. The role videos, the challenge quests, the events, or anything that are related to FGO NA. And lastly, to say the least, Fire Emblem Tree Houses, which I'm steadily recording more videos for that because I'm really in the groove to finally finish that game. And eventually do Fire Emblem Engage, which is another attack I'll probably think about. I want to do it on my channel. And with that, this has been Ravensleep45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy XIV day.